Welcome everyone. We have a drawing book review here, an art book review. This one's called You Can Draw. Includes tips and techniques, over 100 things to draw, doodle, and design. So if you don't know, I'm a high school art teacher. So what I like to do is have some of these books in my classroom. And what I like to do on my art channel here is just to have flip throughs and little reviews where I just go page by page through an entire art book. That way you can decide if you want to buy this book and purchase this book before having to pay money for it. So this book is one of those books I would recommend. It's a great warm-up book. If I had the funding on my school campus, I would probably have this book purchased for every one of my students, which is like over 200 students. But and we would just do these as daily morning exercises in our sketchbook just to get warmed up here. Because they are fun, they're interesting, they're neat. They're very much interesting to a high school art students, which is what I teach. But for all levels of artists, it's good to have something out there just to warm up on. And you can see it takes you from very simplified shapes to a more detailed finished drawing there. So I mean, here's little speech bubbles, you know, skateboards. I mean, definitely for the high school students. And what I want to do is just flip through every single page so you can see what you are getting before you spend your hard-earned money for an art book. On this channel, we want to provide resources on it to help artists just have what they need and have the information they need to make art. I was one of those people who came to art later on in life. I didn't start drawing and keep drawing my whole entire life. I started as a young kid, and when I was around 10 years old, I looked at my artwork and I saw that I was getting better, but I wasn't as good as I wanted to be. And sadly, I put away the sketchbook. I quit drawing and I gave up because I wasn't as good as I wanted to be. And then I didn't touch art for many, many years. I went to college, majored in English and psychology, became an English teacher. And then one day, out of the blue, it just hit me. This passion came back, this calling to do art. And it was almost supernatural. So I sketched out an image, sent it to one of my art buddies and said, hey, I want to learn to draw. I want to do this. And he said, hey, if you're really serious, I'll work with you. So I started meeting at Starbucks with him. He started to teach me how to draw from reference and how to draw carefully, to draw what I see, not just what I think I see or what I imagine. And then it took off from there. And I'm actually in my classroom right now on my lunch break, so I wanted to record this during my lunch break, and that's what you just heard, the bell. So, but that's kind of like my art testimony in a way, and I just devoted my my life in a way, to not my life, but my free time to learning art, to drawing, to painting, to digital art, to even some animation and photography. And eventually I took some classes, became a high school art teacher, went and got my MFA in visual arts, and now I'm doing some of these videos for other artists who, you know, might have a later start in life or even an early start, who are just passionate like I am and I was. So, and this is one of those good books to use as a warm-up, to learn how to draw better. And so what I'll go ahead and do, since I recommend this book, I'll go ahead and put the link in the description below if you guys want to check that out. And we'll catch you next time here at Terry Tripp Art.